Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. It's been a few months since I've been on. I'm been busy and trying to get my health squared away. So um, hopefully I can do more stuff. And if you like this video, please share it. Please, 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 because when you share it, that jacks up my algorithm. So that would be greatly appreciated. Uh, I have some. I have a political view about a certain issue regarding President Donald Trump. A lot of people are, especially the Democrats and Democrat shields. They're pretty pissed off about he's established a 1.776 billion anti-weaponization fund through the Justice Department. The fund allows individuals, including pardoned January 6th insurrectionists, I guess that's back from 2020, to seek financial compensation and formal apologies for alleged government weaponization and abuse. The compensation fund, the fund was created as part of a settlement agreement in which President Trump dismissed a $10 billion lawsuit against the IRS. The Department of Justice has described the money as a way to redress claims of others who suffered weaponization and lawfare. While specific payout structures are evaluated on a case-by-case basis by a 5-person board, advocates and pardon January 6 participants have long framed these expected payouts as reparations for their prosecution. Democratic lawmakers and government watchdogs have strongly criticized the program, with some critics labeling it as a white grievance fund or an illegal taxpayer-funded slush fund for political allies. The fund is facing pushback. 2 police officers who defended the U.S. Capitol filed a lawsuit to block it, calling the compensation program an act of presidential corruption. My take on that is this: that these insurrectionists should get reparations? Absolutely not. But also, Trump is doing this because, these people that voted for him, that put him in office. So he's basically looking out for the people that helped get him into office. And he's also proven a point to the Democrats that if they really want to give us reparations, that could have been done. They didn't need those studies, just like they're not doing a study to get these insurrectionists, which I don't think they should be getting any reparations for trying to storm the Capitol. Lives was lost, on both sides. The insurrectionists and a lot of, in law enforcement, people have got killed there at that Capitol building. So Trump is doing this to prove a point, to black people, to the Democrats. If the Democrats want to do anything for you, they could have done it. They, because through what's that? There's a word for that, but by executive order, Trump is getting this done, and he's not even trying to go through Congress. Just like with the reparations, it's like when Barack Obama, if he really wanted to do something when he was president, he could have done something. But a lot of y'all, you messed up at, while Barack Obama was in office. A lot of you messed up saying, well, he don't have to do anything long as he make the presidency. That's all I care about. Long as he don't have to do anything. And you know what? And when you said that, Barack Obama took that for what it was worth and ran with it. And he didn't do anything for you. Not a hate crime bill, not nothing. He absolutely didn't do anything for you. He didn't do anything for the black community, period. And he was in there for 8 years. He did absolutely nothing. He did not try to push a hate crime bill, nothing. And a lot of you should have put Barack Obama's feet to the fire. You should have made him do something. That's why I voted for him the first time. Because I thought he was going to actually do something, but he didn't do anything. And he had the House and the Senate. He had the House and the Senate. Democrat controlled. He could have done something then. But he didn't do anything because y'all tell me he didn't have to do anything. You guys should have done that. Because right by doing that, you're not cared about getting anything tangible. You just care about symbolism. And this is why the Democrats keep screwing you over. You guys can get mad all you want. You can call me a coon. You can call me a Republican, but I'm neither. I'm just waking up to the BS. And a lot of you should too. In which a lot of us are not. A lot of us are now waking up to the BS that the Democrats are only playing with you. They use your vote. They use your vote, Black people, to do for other people, like the illegal immigrants, the LGBTQ. Okay? So if you want to continue to be played by the Democratic Party, then go ahead, be my guest. But don't come up to me wanting me to vote for more or nothing. What about the Republicans? That's what a lot of you say. What about the Republicans? What about the Republicans? Over 90% of you don't even vote Republican. Over 90%. Even with this last election, almost 90% of you still voted for Kamala Harris. And she already said she wasn't going to do anything to benefit Black people, and you guys still voted for her. Joe Biden, when he was president, he could have done something. But no, he gave the Asians in the Pacific Islanders a hate crime bill. What did we get? What did we get out of that? He signed Juneteenth into, made it a federal holiday. And what else? The Crown Act? Symbolism. That's all you got. But then you got a lot of these Democrat shills around here, like Joy Reid, now she's talking about reparations and stuff like that. When she had her show on MSNBC, she didn't even talk about reparations. Why is she talking about reparations now? She's not even a foundation of Black America. Isn't she Congolese and Ghanaian? So what is she talking about reparations for? When she had her show on MSNBC, why didn't she talk about reparations then? Don't talk about it now. You got people like D.L. Hughley trying to get you to vote for more or nothing. Roland Martin. Only thing Roland Martin did, you see these people, they're getting paid by the Democratic Party to lure you in, to make you believe that they're going to do something for you or make believe that they're your friend, but they're only taking your vote to do for other groups of people. The Republican, I'm not saying vote Republican. Do what you want. It's your vote. Do what you want. But if you want to vote for more or nothing, then stay with the Democrats. If you want to stay on the Democratic Party plantation, do you. Do you? Just like I had I had a discussion with a friend 2 days ago. And about the, I brought to him, what do you think about the redistricting, And he's gonna say, well, that's stopping us from voting, and that's taking away our right to vote. No, it's not taking away your right to vote. It's just making these people that you're voting for now, they're gonna actually have to promise you something. They're gonna have to do something for you. And this is why a lot of these people are losing their seats. Like Jim Clyburn, he needs to lose his seat. What has he done for the people in his district of South Carolina in District 6? Clyburn has done absolutely nothing for the poor Black people in those districts. He's done nothing. Fish nuggets just to get the vote, that's nothing. Handing out fish nuggets, that is not tangible. That's playing you guys for a fool. Out in Texas, Jasmine Crockett loses her seat. What has she done? Oh, the whole time she's talking about Trump bad. Her, Al Green, and out in California, Maxine Waters needs to go too. all these people that's getting your vote, is not doing nothing for you, you need to let them go. Get them out of office. But anyway, my friend, he was talking about, well, did you read the Project 2025? And yeah, I read some of that on Project 25. Well, it's talking about putting you back in slavery and all that. So, well, I didn't see that. Can you tell me what title was that on under the Project 25? Can you actually point that out to me? Because I didn't see that. And a lot of black people fail to realize the 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendment, those were all pushed through by Republicans. The Democrats didn't want none of that. The 13th Amendment, the Democrats were still fighting to keep you into slavery. The 14th Amendment, the Democrats were fighting for you not to become a U.S. citizen. The 15th Amendment, Democrats were fighting for you not to vote. So a lot of you need to read history. Well, black people died for that right to vote. Black people died for the right to vote for change. They didn't die for the right to vote for Democrats. And Democrats, they always want to point at a Republican and say, well, that person's racist, that person's racist. You know, you guys just take it and believe everything your so-called friends, the Democrats, tell you. Joe Biden tells Charlamagne the God, well, if you don't vote for me, then you ain't black. And a lot of you went right ahead and voted for him anyway. And he was the main one. He was the one that came with the crime bill that Bill Clinton signed into 1994 to keep black people locked up, guilty or innocent. So I just don't know. I just don't know what else to tell y'all. You know, like I said again, you can call me a coon, you can call me a Republican, but you know, even though I'm not a Republican, what are you gonna do about it? Just say if I was a Republican, even though I'm not, just because this what gets me with these Democratic shields. If you don't believe in the Democrats' ideas, then they have a problem with you. All of a sudden, you're a coon. You're a Republican. Let's get something straight. I mean, the Democrats don't do anything that is of God, okay? And we're gonna leave it at that. They don't do anything that is of God. Allowing men, just as women, to go into women's restrooms. Allowing transgender women to participate in women's sports. These women are actually getting beat up by these men. Getting injured by these men. So that is not of God, okay? That is really not of God. Well, I say your vote is your vote, but do not come to me or come on my page or come on this trying to chastise me because you don't like what is being said. I am dead serious because if you come in there with these crazy ass comments, all I'm gonna do is block them. And when I do videos, you'll probably see the video, but you won't be able to comment because I'm gonna block what you say, so you can't comment. But we have got to stop letting the Democrats play us for a fool because the next Democrat that gets in there, right? Now they can't say that we need to do a study on reparations, especially if Trump gets this through to get these insurrectionists reparations. Washington State, a state that I used to live in for over 30 years, Pramila Jayapal, she's talking about giving reparations to illegal immigrants. You want to give these people money for breaking the law. When you come into this country illegally, you have broken the law. You can't go into their country and get all kind of tangibles. You can't. And this goes for people in the African diaspora. You know, a lot of y'all come here talking down on us, calling us Akadas, Juriers. I'm not black. I'm Somalian. Oh, I'm not black. I'm Nigerian. I'm not black. I'm this. I'm not black because I'm that. And we need to separate ourselves from the diaspora. We really need to delineate, separate ourselves, because they're always lumping these people onto us. They're getting tangibles that we should be getting. And another thing on the job application, it should be called foundational Black American. I don't like the term African American. Number one, I wasn't born in Africa. The Africans that's here, that came over here, or the Africans that had children here, they're considered the African American. Not I. So let me know what y'all think. You're entitled to say what's on your mind, but you need to do it with respect, because if you come on here with disrespectful comments, with the name calling and all that, all I'm going to do is just block it, delete it, and block it, and call it a day. That's all I'm going to do. Other than that, have a good afternoon or evening.